Hello friends, now in this class we will discuss deficits, deficit and surplus or balance of payments. As we already know that there is a two account of balance of payments. One is a current account, second is a capital account, and current account also having a three components and capital account also having a three components. First of all, we will see individually. Current account, first component is exports of goods and imports of goods. When we will take the difference between these two, then this is a net exports of goods. And in second point, when we take the difference of exports of services and minus imports of services, it is equal to net exports of services. Last, transfer receipts minus transfer payments equal to net receipts. ओके, ट्रांसफर रिसीट्स. तो यहाँ पर ये तीनों जो है इनको टोटल करेंगे तो वो हमारा यहाँ पे एंट्री होएगी डेबिट का, यहाँ पे होगा करंट अकाउंट के लिए. ये दोनों बैलेंस्ड भी हो सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज 100 एंड दिस इज 100, तो करंट अकाउंट बैलेंस होगा. एंड यहाँ पे सरप्लस और डेफिसिट भी होगा. सरप्लस कब होगा? व्हेन क्रेडिट साइड इज ग्रेटर देन डेबिट साइड, तब जो है सरप्लस होगा. डेफिसिट कब होगा? व्हेन डेबिट side is greater than total of credit side, then there is a deficit in current account of balance. Or when this is equal, both sides are equal, then there is a balance of current account balance. Now we come to the second point, that is a capital account. Capital account has again three components: borrowings and lendings. The difference between borrowing and lending is net borrowings from abroad. Difference between investment by the foreigners minus investment by the residents is equal to net investment from abroad. And last is a increase in official reserve minus decrease in official reserve equal to net official reserves. So we have a three parts of capital account. Again, when we take the sum of all this credit side of capital account and debit side, again we have a three positions. One is a surplus, second is a deficit, and third is a balance. If this side is greater, this side, total of this credit side is greater than the total of debit side, then there is a surplus in a capital account. And if this side is greater, debit side is greater than the total of credit side, then there is a deficit in capital account balance sheet. And third is when both sums are equal, then balance of current account balance, then it will be balanced. So balance of payment consists all these entries, current account and capital account entries. This is a balance of payments overall. If this side total, all these items of current account and capital account both included in balance of payment, when we will take the sum of all these entries, then if this entry sum is equal to the sum of all these debit side entries, then it means balance of payments will be balanced. And if there is imbalance, it may be due to current account, it may be due to capital account, then there may be a surplus, there may be a deficit. When this side is greater than total of this side, credit side is greater than total of debit side, then balance of payment will be balanced. If this total is less than debit side total, then there is a deficit in balance of payments. Now if there is a balance of payment is deficit and surplus, it must be corrected and make a balance between both credit and debit side. So for this purpose, balance sheet will be balanced, balance of payment must be balanced. तो इसके लिए क्या किया जाता है? बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट हमेशा बैलेंस्ड ही होना चाहिए, नॉट अ सरप्लस और नॉट इवन अ डेफिसिट. तो इसके लिए क्या किया जाता है? जनरली हम कैपिटल अकाउंट का जो है वो सहारा लेते हैं. हम बोरोइंग और लैंडिंग को यूज कर सकते हैं उसके लिए, हम ऑफिशियल रिजर्व्स को यूज कर सकते हैं उसके लिए. तो जनरली जो है कैपिटल अकाउंट को यूज करके या ऑफिशियल रिजर्व्स को यूज करके इसको बैलेंस किया जाता है. थैंक यू सो मच.